Hello and welcome to Craftwatch, your weekly updates to the goings-on the Sanitarium.FM station server. I am your host, Predicted Cyborg. Hello. And so, our first item of tonight, as always, is the server news section, and this week we've seen a little bit of exploration of the wider server. This week, our glorious leader, Mr. Lone Samurai, has taken to the skies to explore the land beyond the inhabited and the sighted areas of the server that we all love, know, and trample across. A diamond-shaped section was flown over and revealed many different biomes beyond what we know, including jungles, snowy biomes, mountains, and a few mushroom biome islands as well, which is interesting. I love the mushroom biomes. Mushrooms are so cute. Anybody who wants to move further out is welcome to do so, but do let the admins know, because otherwise we won't be able to find you when we need to set up a teleport. And eventually we will set up a teleporter network to help people get to and from further sections. In the meantime, if you want to go out there and build far out, do come to one of us to help you sort of teleport out to save you walking. But you will be left on your own out there for most of the time, and you might want that. I mean, I personally like to go nice and far out and have space to breathe. So, you know, it's up to you whether or not you want to do it. And so to our second item of tonight, and the tour. And so we come to the second item of the show. This is the tour section, and as usual I am sort of standing in somebody else's build, waiting to give you a little peek at what people have been building. And as you can see, big long path in front of us. I wasn't going to start at that end because it is a very, very long path, and you don't really want to watch minutes of us walking over this bridge. And as always, I could tell you what I see, a big long bridge, but of course we need to have the builder here to tell us, and it's Lone. Hello, Lone.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. So, tell me about the build.
Well, after I went wandering and exploring in the world, after I built my first house, I came across these wonderful floating islands, as you can see. I showed obviously the other admins, and I allocated to them all on the map. I pointed them all out and said, "Here, go forth and build things." But of course, I kept these ones for myself, and I had an idea to build something, and this kind of just happened. No, it was all kind of freeform, but yeah, I think it looks pretty cool.
Okay then. So this is you said it's your observation platform we're standing on right now.
Yeah, I like to. It's nice up here. I can actually look down and see if anyone's coming up the main bridge from the start. Obviously, like I said, it's not connected to the main road yet, but it will be.
So you want to show me a little bit further?
Yeah, certainly. Well, obviously I don't like heights very much, so I don't tend to look down, but I know it's nice and sturdy, so it's not so bad. So anyway, carrying up and round, we're going to take it up to my main house. If you want to follow me in, it's nearly there. There's a few bits I'm still changing, and it looks like the garden's a little bit overgrown. Sorry about that. I should have mowed the garden before I had guests. Sorry about that. Do a bit of pruning later, I think. But yeah, the house is nearly done. Obviously, bedroom upstairs with my armory as well. I noticed Ella's on your last interview likes to have all of his armor. I only keep the most recent stuff, the stuff that really keeps me safe. So I kept that one here, and my sword's above my bed because, well, dual wielding diamond swords. Why not?
Yeah, I suppose I can actually see if you got ambushed in the night, you sort of be scrambling out of the bed and manage to knock the flower pot over when you try and grab the sword.
Yeah, well, the flower pot's also a bit of a ranged weapon, isn't it? You can always throw a flower pot. So, yeah, I like to keep a lot of weapons handy.
It's more of a close range weapon, though, really, a flower pot. Like, literally,
yeah,
somebody needs to be coming up these stairs in order for you to throw it at them. Or
well, yeah,
through that
no,
door.
Definitely. Yeah, well, in the evenings, sometimes I come out here and have a potion or two, just looking out over the villages down the bottom.
Now,
This is where I come to relax.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, those of you watching, I could turn my render distance up a little bit, but we tried that just before this, and my Minecraft went a little bit crazy. So unfortunately, there's not a lot you can see there.
I use binoculars from here, but it's nice to look down on the villages down there. I'll probably show you those on another interview. But anyway, shall we carry on looking at the house? So I've made a few additions this week actually. I wasn't overly happy with it, but I wanted somewhere a little bit more relaxed. So I've updated the kitchen. It's quite a nice looking kitchen now. I quite like it. All the mod cons. Another quick little observation platform. As you can see, there's a couple of baddies down there that I'll deal with a bit later, but it's nice to see them down there away from me. And if you want to turn around and head out the other door, there's another door and platform up there, if you'd like to follow it around. And this is my sunroom. Nice to come up here and roast a few marshmallows and just relax and look at the stars.
For some strange reason, I thought you were going to say roast some feet, and I was about to go, what?
Okay.
Well,
sometimes I do put a rack of pork on there, but yeah, I haven't actually set up a farm yet, so no pigs just yet.
No. Well, that's fine. It is a very good view of the stars and the moon.
It's very nice. And because it's all the way around, I can see quite a lot as well, so it's quite nice to see what's going on. But as you can see, we're quite high up. We're currently at an altitude of 222 meters, so we're quite a way up right now. I don't stay up here too long because it does get difficult to breathe and a little bit cold. That's why the fire is always going.
Well, I suppose if anything untoward happens, again, you've got so much. You can see so far. You'll be able to see if anything is approaching.
Yeah, you're right. That's another reason to keep it nice and open, so that I can actually see anything coming, and it's easily defensible.
So, as far as problems and challenges with building something this high, what sort of challenges did you come across? I mean, I know that as admins we all have creative mode, but...
Well, on this one, one of the biggest issues had to be sorting out the scaffolding for making sure this actually fit. What was that? Something just fall off? Oh, it was a mob. As you can see, there's a lot. As these are floating islands, I couldn't do scaffolding all the way up from the floor. So I had to abseil down the side on a few times and grapple my way up, which was fun, considering there are no grapples. So I actually had to use a pickaxe and some rope and grapple my way up, and then set all of the tabs so that I could actually build out. But yeah, there is actually there's a forge down there, which actually has a bed in it. I slept in there a few nights, and then there's also villages down there as well, like I mentioned. So food was easy enough to get to. I traded with the villagers and I got to know them, and we get on now. We get on. I taught them how to build iron golems, so they're safe as well now. So they were happy to give me food.
So you said that there's going to be a few more changes to this place before it's done.
Well,
what sort of changes?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure just yet. It's kind of freeform. I might make the garden a bit bigger. Not sure.
Yeah, I mean a slightly bigger garden, maybe with some trees, or maybe even a multi-level garden.
Well, yeah, there's that idea. There's possibilities of that, because this bit of gardens, this is the actual garden, whereas I do have the dirt land here, which, obviously, as you can see, there are trees. Maybe I'll do something on that side, maybe make the garden stretch across and have a pathway through here. I don't know, we'll see how it actually goes. But it's in flux. I do have my new garden down the bottom now, and so I can make things. If you'd like to see that, I can show it to you quickly. I'm going to rappel down actually, rather than take the walk, because as you mentioned before the interview, it is quite a way down. So woohoo! There we go. Okay, there we go. Rappelling down makes life so much easier. more difficult getting back up. But yeah, here's my garden. On my travels, I found some saplings for jungle trees, so I thought it was quite nice to put a couple of jungle trees just there, and because cocoa beans. But
cocoa beans are always good.
I also found melon seeds as well, which was really nice. Actually, the melons are really nice and juicy. Feel free to help yourself if you'd like some.
I'm not hungry at the moment, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
Which is a shame, because I love melon.
Oh, I love melon. Love watermelon. But yeah, as you can see, this is a fully enclosed garden as well, so it's difficult for those horrible creepers to get in.
So, after this build, do you see yourself? What other things you have planned, basically?
Well, I'm going to help the villagers in my local village. I don't know if you can see the local. No, you probably can't see one of the local villages from here. I'm helping them with a bridge to connect up to this because this other village isn't as what's the word? Friendly. So I'm helping them build a bridge and hopefully literally build a bridge and connect it up together and maybe start a trade route between the two villages and help them grow and prosper.
That's I can just about see it. I can see like a few houses and a farm there.
Excellent.
And the beginning of the bridge, actually. So.
Oh, that's brilliant then. Oh, that's fair enough. If you can see that, that's cool. But yeah, I've been helping them with my blacksmith, my forge over here, just getting things set up for them. And as you can see up above, it's a good example of all the work that I've done on this, and definitely helped to show them what I can actually do and what engineering I can help them with.
Yep. That's a nice little forge.
Thank you.
Nice little door, and there's just a basic little bedroom here, like.
Yeah,
really...
it was where, like I said, it was a good place to stop, and having the lava for building was also good to cook over as well because it's a good heat source. So whilst I was building the rest of the bridge and then up onto the hill to actually grow the house, I thought I'd stay here. It was nice and easy. It's a good place to stop and relax for the night whilst I was building.
Yeah, I can see that. I like having little rooms that I've dug out the side of a hill myself.
Yeah, well, this started off this way, and then, like I say, I built it around and turned it into a proper forge, so I can actually build and help out the villagers as well.
Okay then. So I think that's basically all the things I can sort of ask you about your gigantic build. So hopefully when you have a new build, you'll consent to let me see that one as well and give
Definitely.
me a tour. Cool.
Definitely. Lovely having you.
Right.
Thanks for joining us. I hope you like it, and I hope to see you again soon.
And now to our Mojang/General Minecraft section of the show, and this week it is mod related, or at least mod API related, so sorry console gamers, this isn't a topic for you. Although, if you're interested in the mods, you're free to stay and listen. I'm not going to hold it against you. Anyway, so for many of you who are longer term PT players of Minecraft, you will remember Bukkit, which used to be the go-to API for Minecraft servers to help them implement mods into their worlds without everything going horribly wrong. At least until the EU LA enforcement from Mojang meant that some borrowed code that was in Bukkit's API taken from the Minecraft game kind of meant that the project got shut down, voluntarily mind you, by the Bukkit developers because they couldn't really risk any sort of lawsuits or anything. So up until now we've been slightly API-less, unless you use something like Feed the Beast or Techit, those mod pack launchers. But other projects have been cooked up to try and develop a new Minecraft API to help mods implement, and one of those contenders is Sponge, one that we have actually been keeping an eye on since we found out about it back in September, October-ish. Currently the project only has implementation for dev form public, but the API has actually been available for a while now. being used by devs for testing, but also has been used by the plugin coders to make sure their plugins will work with Sponge properly when it's needed for public release eventually. Reportedly, there are now actually so many plugins that a new forum section has had to be set aside on the Sponge website to deal with all those posts, so I think that's a really good sign that the Sponge developers, the Sponge team, are onto something great here. It means that they found favour with the PC Minecraft community, and that is a good thing, so well done you. As well, the Sponge team have applied for a panel at this year's Minecon in London, in which they will try and sell their API as a replacement for Bukkit and the future of modded Minecraft servers, hopefully for a while to come. At the moment, there's been no say-so whether they've got in or not, but if they do get in, they're also hoping to have the full version of Sponge ready for release at the event itself. If you want further details on Sponge and where it's up to at the moment, click on the link below, sort of there resting on my desk. And that does it for what the server's been up to this week. Reminder that our server is open to all players who want a little chill out vanilla space to play Minecraft in and to just generally build. The address, in case you need the URL, is www.Sanitarium.FM, and exactly the same as the station's URL address, so if you know the website address, you will be able to get into the server. And if you have something that you want me to talk about during the next show, all you have to do, go look at the video description under this video, and there is a link there to the topic, where you can go and provide the details, and if you put your stuff up there, you might see it in the next show. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.